Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're gonna have ourselves a 1v1 on Kholodny Ferma. That's right, the good old Ferma. And our heroes today, let's open this up, are going to be VonIvan playing for the Germans in the blue, and his opponent is going to be the Banana in the Pajamas playing as the Red Soviet. Now, I have noticed that I haven't actually been doing this in the replays ever since I came back, and I do apologize, because, well, I guess I'm a little bit rusty there, but I haven't been mentioning the ranks. Now, VonIvan is a prominent player, you probably know him, and you probably should, considering that, well, he's amazing, and at the time of casting this, he is ranked number 2 for his Soviet play, and his German play that we're going to see right now is number 8 in the 1v1s, so top 10 player on both factions right here. Now, BananaInPajamas, he is, well, unfortunately not a top 10 player, but he is top 100. His current rank in Soviets is 85, and his German is 52, so still a pretty damn good player, so we shall see how it goes for him. Now, as far as buildings and tech goes, we see that VonIvan went for tier 1, getting himself Grenadiers, 2 Grenadier squads already out, 1 Pio squad up in the north going for that munitions, laying down some wire to deny this heavy cover for his opponent. Very nice decision there. The Pios try to run to the house, but the combat engineers deny the house. The Pios will still remain there, building that wire and trying to capture the point, it looks like. While getting shot at by the combat engineers, they could do with moving back. Yeah, there they go, and they will be able to do that. Grand squads moving in unison down south. They're going to try to capture the territory, while for BananaInPajamas, we have no tech, as you would normally expect, getting himself some conscript squads, and that is actually 3 conscript squads already, getting some sandbags down in the south. Nice decision. Sandbags already set up in position as the Grents turn the corner, getting shot up very quickly by 2 conscript squads, losing one of their men very, very quickly in the first volley, and are forced to backpedal to the safety of their allies. Up in the north, the combat engineers do have to recapture the point, and the Pios did end up losing only one of their men, getting reinforced right now, but they did manage to, you know, build that a wire there that will help retake this position in the long run, I suppose. Grenadiers down south still holding position as they are awaiting the movement of the enemy. The conscripts do capture that munition point down south, and they move up to the edge of the hedge. It's a very popular position to put your infantry, as the enemy infantry has to pop around the corner, and your conscripts are right on top of them, maximizing the amount of firepower they can, you know, or the amount of damage they can inflict. Conscripts moving down south. We have 4 conscripts now on the field, the 4th one coming down the field right now for BananaInPajamas. Let me close that out. I forgot that it doesn't look too pretty up there. And yeah, VonIvan also going for Grenadiers, getting his 4th Grenadier squad out right now. There it goes. Grenadier squad running down the field. And not a lot of engagements going on just yet. A little bit just back and forth. Tactical movement. Working on positioning. Conscripts popping to this little shack. This shack is not the best position for a conscript squad, as it does not have too many windows, only 2 windows in this direction, meaning it reduces the firepower of the squad. However, the conscript squad in the south moves in for the flank, taking opportunity here, but it's actually just getting shot up here by the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers are still at 4 men. They do take a Molotov to the face, are forced to retreat, losing 2 of their men on the retreat. The remaining squad is in the center, getting shot at by all the places. However, the conscripts in the shack are not able to shoot at them very effectively, again, as they only have 2 windows, and the door over here, well, you can't shoot through the door, at least not in this game. Grenadiers, more Grenadiers moving down south to engage the conscripts. Grenadier squad is forced to retreat up in the point. This squad is down to 3 men by itself with 3 conscript squads nearby, so they're actually going to lose that engagement. They are trying to prolong it for as much as they can. One of the Grenadiers decides to run into the fire, taking some damage. A little bit unnecessarily. They retreat through the middle of the road, getting shot at by the conscript squad, down to 1 man. Will the squad make it out alive? No, it does not. VonIvan loses his squad, unfortunately. It was unfortunate placement there from the AI that it decided to run into the fire. I believe if it had not done that, it would have had just enough health to maybe make it out of there. But, well, sometimes RNG is not your friend. MG42 now on the field for VonIvan to replace the lost Grenadier squad. We still only have 4 conscript squads on the field for Banana. And we hear up in the north some engagement, and that is a Pio squad just getting riddled by combat engineers. And the Pio squad goes down. A little bit of a well, I don't know what to call it, but a little bit of a mistake there by VonIvan. I don't think losing the Pio squad was part of the plan. Grenadiers pushing out in force into the center. They force away that conscript squad quite quickly. Second conscript squad down south gets engaged by the MG42 and is forced away. And the third one gets out of the field as well. So a full rout from their territory for the Soviet forces. The Germans are going to split up and capture territory once again. We do have a conscript squad sitting in the center, just covering the field. And yeah, it looks like all the carcasses for the for the tanks got changed into Shermans. Not sure if that wasn't the latest update or when. I mean, again, I was away, but yeah, that's kind of nice. Down south, Grant's capturing. Conscripts in the center, Ura backwards, just to get themselves into better cover. We see the Grenadier squad popping into the church. It was a Grenadier squad, not an MG42, so the conscripts would have been fine, although they would have taken some damage, I suppose. MG42 down south capturing that fuel point, as we see the combat engineers up in the north moving around to capture. Grand squad being moved to decap this point. However, since the victory point is captured right now by BananaInPajamas, he will still be able to connect both the munitions and the fuel, regardless of whether this point is lost. Well, because, well, you know, Tetris or whatever you call it. Down south, the MG42 getting a suppression off of those conscripts. The conscripts do get pinned down. They are in heavy cover, however, they're still pinned, meaning that the Grents can move up right on top of them and inflict a lot of damage, and that is exactly what they're going to do. Conscript squad decides to retreat as it cannot move. It is currently pinned to the floor. Sandbag now going to be a very difficult thing for BananaInPajamas to deal with because, well, the MG42 can simply just move up and take position in the sandbag. It will not do it right now. It sets itself up to be able to cover the angle of approach and the conscripts up in the logs there, but it yeah, I mean, it could turn ugly later on. Conscripts up in the north do force away the Gren down to one man, barely make it out. Combat engineers moving up to capture territory, and we see another Gren squad coming up. Interesting investment there in tier 1. Has VonIvan actually teched us at all? He no, actually he has not. Okay, it is only 7 minutes in, so I mean, not that he should be, or I would expect it, I'm just checking. Pios helping out the MG42 as it gets assaulted by a conscript squad. Molotov going to be tossed at the MG42. The MG42 going to be forced to pack up and retreat. The Pios are trying as much as they can to fight the conscripts. They do actually do a decent amount of damage at close range, but they are not as powerful as they were when the weapon profiles got changed the first time. Grenadier squad retreating down to one man. The conscripts were Uraing, and while they Ura, they do not actually fire. So the Grenadier squad is able to make it out alive. And I should clarify, when you Ura and move, your units are running at full speed and they're not firing. So yeah, you can stop and shoot, obviously, but since they were moving at the same time, the Gren managed to actually get out of there without any damage taken. So yeah. Gren moving up north, we see more conscript squad coming down on top of the Pios. The Pios will not be able to survive, and they know that. They retreat. And there they go. The southern side of the map is now fallen. BananaInPajamas will start to recover that. Conscripts in the center, she's sitting around. We have combat engineers up in the far north. And the Gren squads for VonIvan just moving back out. Battle phase 1 upgraded for VonIvan. He does have a Pio squad. Never mind, he built it. Does not have a Pio squad at the base, but it's currently retreating. So we'll see if he decides to go for tier 2. Or if he's skipping something. Conscripts down in the point, get taken down to one man. Forced to retreat. Grenadiers, supported by the MG42, just managed to push all the enemies out of their territory and push back down to the south. Strategic point getting recaptured, that will reconnect the fuel. We'll see what that allows him to do. And still no Doctrine selection for either player. Very interesting. I mean, a lot of times... Oops, sorry about that. I should actually... go ahead and put myself offline. Sorry about that. I usually do that, but I was talking to somebody before I did that. There you go. So Storm Tiger Neff, sorry about that. You are now playing Company Heroes 2, and everybody knows it. Anyways, Grand Squad's moving in 3 down to the south. They're engaging the conscripts. The LMGs are no longer super effective at close range. They actually excel at distance, however. So... yeah, you can see there that actually got the kill on one of the conscript squads on the retreat. But yeah, at close range they are actually less effective and do less damage. So that is still where the conscripts shine. So they're able to get the upper hand there. Gren's moving down south, capturing that victory points. Victory points are 317 for VonIvan, 497 for Banana. Banana is currently sitting comfortably there. VonIvan only now actually starting to put the bleed on him, but he's actually going to put a triple cap in his favor. We do see tier 2 going down for BananaInPajamas. We shall see if he's going for anything in tier 2 or if he's just going to use it as a stepping stone for another tech. And back at base, we also see that VonIvan has gone for tier 2. Tier 2 is already down, but nothing is being produced. He also got himself a med bunker, and yeah. Grand Squad trying to retreat, does not get out of there as there are a lot of conscripts and even PPSA just shooting at them. PPSA just aren't really good at range, but you know, a lot of them, a lot of firepower will eventually, one of those bullets will hit, and the guy was very low in health. So our Grand Squad is lost in the south for VonIvan. His other Grand Squad manages to retreat. Does take a lot of damage, but still at 2 men and will be able to heal up with the med bunker. MG42 in the center trying to stop the advance. Conscript Squad gets forced to retreat at 4 men. And up in the north, the Grand Squad is just being used to capture a round. Scout car now being produced for VonIvan. We also see a Maxim machine gun getting produced for Banana, as well as another conscript squad to replace his losses. So it's going to be 5 conscript squads and a Maxim machine gun. It is a Maxim machine gun, right? Yeah, well, obviously it is being produced. Why am I even questioning that? Conscript squad down south, getting a flank on that MG42. The MG42 will lose very quickly as those are PPSHs. The scout car barrels down the road, trying to get right on top of the conscripts. Will he be able to get the kill? We see the scout car going forward, gets its upgrade, or starts the upgrade. Damage going down. The Maxim machine gun gonna try and stop the scout car from killing the conscript squad, but the conscript squad is down to 1 man. Is gonna run straight into the base. Can he make it out? No! Conscript squad goes down. Nice pickup there for VonIvan, equalizing the battlefield a little bit more. And the Maxim machine gun not even able to get too many shots there on the scout car. Remember, the heavy machine guns are now actually able to do damage without any additional help. They now have penetration against light vehicles, so yeah. Now we see Doctrine selection for both players. We have VonIvan going for the Festung armor Doctrine. And we have BananaInPajamas going for advanced warfare tactics. Scout car moves up to the north with its autocannon to engage the conscripts. The conscripts are down to 2 men. Grand Squad's right on top of them. The conscript squad will die if it does not retreat. There's nothing in the way to stop the scout car from chasing it down, so that conscript squad is gone from this world. I don't think there's any way it's going to make it out of there alive. Even the Maxim machine gun is not being moved to intercept the scout car. The scout car chasing it down to 1 man. Can it get the kill? The conscript is still alive, and down it goes. Another nice pickup there for VonIvan. Center of the map, we see some, well, actually it's just movement. The engagement is down south at the munitions point. Grenadier squad, nice rifle nade on top of the conscripts. Can they actually get the kill? LMG opens up, does a little bit of damage, but the conscript barely makes it out of there alive. More scout cars on the field for VonIvan, very nice. Excuse me. Wow, I'm choking. Wow, I don't know how to water. I almost choked there to death. Anyways, what was I trying to say? Scout cars on the field for VonIvan. Very nice to see 2 of those. Down in the south, the Maxim machine gun does manage to stop the MG42 and a Grand Squad as they approach. Grants do get themselves into heavy cover, so they might be able to break the suppression. The Maxim machine gun is, however, able to do a lot of damage and gets the pin down on the Grants. The Grants are trying to retreat down to 1 man, barely make it out of there. The scout car is just riddling that sandbag. The sandbag is about to go down, and we see a command tank getting called onto the field for VonIvan. Very nice decision there. So with that, actually, no, I don't know, but well, we'll see. But with that, he now has a tank. We see tier 3 down for BananaInPajamas. He brings out a T-70 of his own. T-70 able to deal with those scout cars very easily. However, there was a Grand Squad in the way that could be able to Faust it. We do see that the Maxim machine gun got taken out down in the south. The Maxim machine gun is going to get stolen by VonIvan. Looks to me, at least. No, the Grants are actually going to push forward. No, they push a little bit up to reveal territory just so they don't get themselves killed. Nice move there by VonIvan. I like it. And then retreats with the weapon. Up in the north, conscripts force away a Gren. The Gren is down to a sliver of health, but makes it out of there as the SMGs are not able to shoot very well at range. Oh no! The combat engineers actually sniped the Gren as he was retreating. Oh, that is unfortunate for VonIvan. Grand Squad down south still retreating as it is down to 1 man, but where did the guy die? I just heard the shot go off, like 1 shot, and he got executed. Oh. He's dead somewhere around here, but... Command tank moving up north, and it engages the combat engineers. The combat engineers really not able to do much against it. More Grand Squads getting produced for VonIvan as he wants to keep a, a constant amount of infantry on the field. And yeah, we got tier 3 with nothing additional on the field for BananaInPajamas. He does have the ability to call in T-34-85s from his Doctrine, but, well, they do cost a little bit of fuel, and he doesn't have that. Mines getting laid down in the center of the road there for VonIvan. Nice decision there. T-70 barreling down the road. Will it actually spot them? It actually is going to spot the Payos. The Payos get shot at, and they do not... No, they do manage to finish building that mine. Scout cars with their autocannons opening up on the T-70. The T-70 actually taking a lot of damage there to those autocannons. Trying to chase him down, but runs straight into the Teller mine, and down goes the T-70. Very unfortunate there for BananaInPajamas. Very nice there for VonIvan. The scout cars don't even take any damage to the T-70, and the conscripts are retreating up from the north. The command tank did take a little bit of damage there by an 1880, looks like, but it just needs to get repaired. And down south, we see conscripts just urine forward, trying to go for the victory points to stop the bleed, or put the bleed in its direction, I suppose. Center map, MG42 capturing the point as scout cars are nearby for support. And we have an AT gun getting produced here for BananaInPajamas. He only has 4 conscripts on the field, which is unfortunate for him as he has a lot of things to deal with right now. And he needs something a little bit heavier. That T-70 was great, but the Teller mine was just the moneyest of Teller mines right there. Scout cars move down south to engage the conscripts. They get in range for an 18-8. 18-8 does go off on one of the scout cars. The scout car is able to get some more damage in that. One of the scout cars will pursue the squad, just doing additional damage as it retreats. The second one will move a little bit forward to provide some additional damage and see if they can actually pick up the kill on the squad. However, the AT gun is moving in that direction. Might be able to get the kill on the scout car. The scout car stops right in front of the arc of fire. Takes a shot. No, actually pops the smoke. Very nice there for VonIvan. Breaks line of sight immediately and gets the hell out of dodge. Nice. Conscripts in the center, just stopping as they get shot up. Conscripts in the center going for the victory point. Getting suppressed by the MG42. However, a conscript squad moves in for the flank, gets a Molotov off on the MG, and forces a retreat. Scout cars down south, just moving back. They need some repairs. The Payos are up in the north repairing the command tank, so they're not going to be able to help out, at least not quickly. Second AT gun getting produced for Banana. He moves it into the center to try to stop the vehicles from pushing straight through the center. The scout car down south still not able to get repaired by anybody just yet. We'll see what happens. And the command tank up north is fully repaired. Stop it, brain. I'm a little bit afraid now of actually taking a little bit of sip of water because I may choke and die. Conscripts in the center just getting shot up here by Grand Squads. The LMG just doing a lot of damage at range. Grand Squad over there with no LMG just supporting. MG42 behind it. Actually, that's a Maxim machine gun behind it. There for support. And the command tank just pushes into the center as the AT gun backs off. We do have 2 AT guns on the field. Second AT gun moving in to set up. AT guns shoot off and go towards the Grants as they capture the point. The Grants are going to vault over the wall. No, they're actually just going to set themselves up in the wall as the conscript squad moves in right on top of them. The SMGs are able to do a lot of damage even in the heavy cover. They're just killing Grants left and right. Grants need to retreat now. No, they're going to die. Oh well. Grand Squad is lost there for VonIvan as he moves his his command tank down south. Grants as well. The Payos are still up in the actually they're back at base. Grand Squad gets a rifle laid off in the house. The conscripts jump out and then jump back in. Battle phase 2 acquired for VonIvan. Grants in the center just trying to withstand the fire from the Soviets. Down to 2 men. They are forced to retreat, but it is a veteran C3 squad, so that is quite nice. Down south, Grand Squad is just capturing point. Up in the north, the Maxim machine gun is retreating as conscripts are right on top of it, doing a lot of damage, but it's a 4-man squad. It'll make it out of there just fine. And the command tank down south is just defending the southern approach as Grants capture territory. Back at base, nothing much happening for either player. And we shall see what happens here. AT guns just set up there in the center. We see conscripts recapturing territory, moving up to the north to recapture those sectors as well. While the infantry for VonIvan is down south, just capturing territory as well. The scout cars did get repaired, so now they're back to full strength. The command tank is now supported by more vehicles. AT gun is looking down in this angle, so it will be able to stop any vehicle approach from right here. MG42 moves inside as the Maxim machine gun in the house is going to get shot at by a railway artillery. Needs to get the hell out of there. Oh my god, amazing railway artillery shot. That is the first effective one that I've seen in a long time, if ever. Takes down the house, destroys the Maxim machine gun as it tries to get out, and even decrews the AT guns just to top it off. The the scout car actually ended up taking splash damage there from the railway shot, and but it did manage to catch the conscript squad on the retreat and just execute it. And we see a T-34 getting produced for Banana, but Banana only has 2 conscript squads and an AT gun left on the field. Not a lot that he can do at this point. Command tank is still on the field. And yeah, I mean, no additional tech so far for VonIvan just yet, and he does have a lot of fuel, 240, so we'll see what he does with that. Maxim machine gun sets itself up in the house up here in the north. Conscripts throw a Molotov in there, getting some damage in. The conscripts up in the northern point do end up getting suppressed. T-34 now on the field with an AT gun there for support. We do have this AT gun right in front of the base that could get taken or retaken, I suppose, but there's not a lot of infantry or enough infantry to be able to do that, and VonIvan is not currently pushing to try to take it or destroy it. T-34 pushes up. The Grants are forced to back off. The Maxim machine gun is forced off of the field by the Molotovs and the conscripts. The Grants as well are forced to back off, and the AT gun is just set up to defend around there. So Banana is in a very bad position right now, but he's not completely out of it. That T-34 might be able to keep him in it, at least for now, since there are no heavier tanks. And the command tank doesn't really fare too well against the T-34. I believe it loses in a one-on-one. I suppose it all depends on RNG with the penetrations and if, you know, somebody's hitting in the rear armor. But yeah, I mean, they're kind of in the same playing field. The command tank is better against infantry. So command tank taking some shots at the first conscript squad that comes out of the field right now. And the conscripts lose one of their men and are forced to retreat. There are medics nearby, so the medics will get those healed up and push back out. But the points have been recaptured. We see a T-34 moving down south as it sees the command tank, so it will try to take out. AT gun is a little bit out of position. It's taking the point itself. It does have a conscript squad nearby for support, but I mean, a lot of things could just flank it. And we now see Tier 4 going down for VonIvan, so skipping all the way to Tier 4 and using his fuel for that. We shall see what comes of that, and well, there you go. Conscript retreating from the north. AT gun is now completely out of position. Needs to get the hell out of there and set itself up in a different angle. T-34 moving into the center, getting some shots off on that MG42. Allows the conscript squad on the retreat to actually make it out of there alive as the MG42 is forced to pack up and move out. We do have a PaK-43 on the field for VonIvan, however, and that T-34 is a goner. Takes a second shot, destroys his main weapon, tries to back off, but well, you can't really back off from a PaK-43. BananaInPajamas says, LMAO, laughing his ass off. Noticing that, well, he really doesn't stand much of a chance at this point. Command tank down south still ripping or wrecking those conscripts as they try to push down the southern approach. And the T-34 did actually survive. It needs to get the hell out of there and maybe repair, as VonIvan has not managed to actually kill it. The AT gun is set up right in front of it, taking some shots at the PaK gun. It might be able to destroy it. It is being defended by a bunker right behind it, but it's not getting hit too much there by the AT gun. T-34 notices, yeah, I am still alive. Let's go ahead and back off and see if we can get some repairs going. The conscripts do have the conscript repair package, so they could actually be used to repair the T-34 right now. Let's see if that actually happens. It looks like that might. No, yes, it does. There you go. Conscript squad moves back down south. Not exactly sure why. BananaInPajamas says GG, and he has to go to bed. VonIvan says, wait, no. You still have a chance. Don't sleep. I need my Tier 4. Keepo. So, hold down Bible thump. BananaInPajamas saying that he lost the game as soon as he did the damage. And VonIvan says, here, I'll suicide them just for you. Hello. Wait. Is he actually going to do that? Okay. Well, this game took a turn. And there goes the scout car. So what are they actually going to do? Damage BananaInPajamas says it won't make a difference. Conscripts do manage to repair the T-34. Scout cars move in, pop their smoke right in front of the T-34, get shot at by an AT gun, down goes one of them, and down goes the second. So VonIvan trying to even the playing field a little bit. How gallant of him, but yeah. The T-34 does actually take a little bit, actually a lot of damage to those scout cars. Pushing into the center, we still have that Pak-43. We now have a Brumbar on the field for VonIvan, so that is, you know, kind of why he didn't really mind losing that. We also have an... No, actually, no, that is a Pak-43. So what happened to the AT gun over here? Did it get destroyed or retaken? I guess it got retaken? Probably. Brumbar opening up on the conscripts as they run up. The conscripts trying to repair the T-34. Trying to keep it alive as much as they can. Down south, the conscripts trying to recapture territory. We still have the command tank nearby, able to do a lot of damage. It does get 18-ated, but it bounces off the frontal armor, only doing some damage on the surface, but not getting the crit on the engine. Conscripts are taken down as they retreat. Unfortunate there for Banana. He just can't seem to catch a break, even with the generosity there of VonIvan, suiciding his... So we see hold down getting utilized on the Brumbar for VonIvan. Defensive abilities and damage increase. Mobile. So the Brumbar doesn't actually really have much of an angle, considering it doesn't have a turret. The T-34 moves in to get behind the Pak-43 and is going to try to take it out. Can he actually take it out? It is turning its sights on the T-34. The T-34 trying to run away as fast as it can, but just ends up getting killed there by the Pak-43, and there it goes. Down south, though, the command tank did get taken out by an AT gun. Still only 2 conscript squads left on the field for Banana. So, he says LOL. Yeah, I mean, the game is done. This is more of a for fun portion of the game, I suppose. We see more, more hold down. You having fun? Nah. What else would you like me to suicide? Pick anything. Put only one. I am fair.
The enemy is taking our territory.
So let's see what Banana decides. The Brumbar? You're bad. Oh my god. So now VonIvan is railwaying his own base at the request of Banana. He's gonna lose his tier 1 and his med bunker at the very least. Those shots should actually be rather accurate, considering... Actually, no, that actually flew a little bit too wide. Banana is just saying LOL as he notices what's going on. T-3485 on the field, moves down south. She's getting shot at there by the Pak-43. The Pak-43 has to turn itself around to be able to get a shot off on that tank, but it will go down as it now has plain line of sight to it. Oh, it actually missed! Get it out of there! Get it out of there! And he does get it out of there. Nope. He almost got it out of there right at the edge and gets shot. Oh well. Even with all that's happening, BananaInPajamas still can't catch a break. Railway artillery did not manage to destroy the base for VonIvan. VonIvan still just sitting around. He has a hold down Brumbar in the center of the map. And the points are 283 for VonIvan and 191 for Banana. So Banana building more AT guns, massing AT guns, as he can't really hope to go against that Pak-43 with vehicles. And his Doctrine doesn't really provide him much in the way of artillery, so it's quite unfortunate there. The grants are nearby. Conscripts move out. And the Brumbar is just sitting there. It can turn its barrel a little bit, you know, angle it, but that's about it. Conscripts moving down south for a little bit of a flank. AT gun throwing a barrage there on the Pack 43. Can he actually do anything to the Pack 43? The Pack 43 is about half health. I still have a beef with the fact that the weapon health does not show up when the weapon is in use. Would be something nice to know, but well, it does manage to decrew the Pack 43 and it takes it out with a one last shot. So that Pack 43 is now gone. The broom bar does take a lot of damage there to those AT guns, and it decides to break its hold down and pop out of there with some smoke. We have another broom bar on the field for VonIvan. So with all that lollygagging there, VonIvan did allow Banana to actually, you know, swing back into the game a little bit. And, you know, it's not as easy as it looks anymore. Broom bar, however, does manage to get a nice flank there on the AT guns. Shot goes off, kills two of the members of one of the AT guns. Second shot's going to fly, potentially going to decrew this AT gun. Shots from the AT guns just hitting on the armor of that broom bar. Shot flies but does not manage to get too much damage on it. And the broom bar just backs off through the church. We do have an MG42 there with incendiary rounds. Manages to decrew one of the AT guns. We still have other AT guns on the field. And the broom bars are just sitting there looking pretty. Gren's down south, recapturing territory as Pios move down to capture the victory point. Up in the north, we have the Maxim machine gun, still stolen, still in the hands of VonIvan, moving around with another Grand Squad recapturing territory, so the points will be bleeding. And BananaInPajamas says, AT gun spam is new strat. Bring it on, says VonIvan. So, MG42 in the center is getting shot at by AT guns all over the place. The rounds are incendiary rounds. They might actually be able to destroy the AT gun, but actually he decides to burst right in front of a conscript squad approaching them and does a lot of damage. Nice damage, nice suppression. The AT guns are shooting off at range. We have Pios repairing the broom bars very slowly but steadily. MG42 taking a lot of damage, and there you go. Forces a retreat, down to one man. Can he make it out? Maxim machine gun doing damage, and it makes it out. Lucky there. MG bunker still on the field. AT guns, however, will be able to deal that quite easily. Up in the north, the Maxim machine gun capturing territory. Gren's capturing all that. So BananaInPajamas still cramped into his little territory piece there. Gren's down south, recapturing that munitions. AT gun moving into the center. This AT gun still decrewed. Maxim machine gun on the field. The conscripts are all back at base. They need to reinforce so they can recover the weapons if they wanted to. And yeah, the broom bar's getting repaired. One at full strength, the other one getting repaired right now. 2 Pios at a time. Third broom bar getting produced there for VonIvan, so he's going to go for the broom bar spam himself, and let's see what wins, AT gun spam or broom bar spam. My bet would be on the broom bar, all things considered. We may see the loss of one of the broom bars, but the AT guns will go down as well, so yeah. T-3485 getting called into the field for BananaInPajamas. I think the broom bars still win there anyways. They're not designed against vehicles, but they're still going to do a lot of damage. Pios do end up not fully repairing the broom bar. They retreat, it looks like. And they're probably going to reinforce. This squad is already back to full strength. Could move out to repair. And this one is getting reinforced, and there it goes. So it'll probably repair right now. Gren's just holding up in the north. Conscript squad moving down to the south, getting that victory point to stop the bleed. 122 points left right now, or 121 for Banana. And we see the broom bar coming into the field. So 3 broom bars on the field for VonIvan. Let's see how effective these guys are. My guess, extremely. But, well, usually you would not be in a position in the game where you could get 3 broom bars. At least not safely. So, yeah. MB42 right in the middle, getting just shot at by the Maxim machine gun up in the church. Gets suppressed. We'll probably get pinned down in a little while, and, well, it's forced to retreat. Grin's just sitting down south. T-3045 moves up to the north, shooting at the Maxim machine gun. The Grens decide to go cap an AT gun that got left there on the map. And the AT gun will be able to get some shots off on the Maxim machine gun. T-34 decides to focus now on the AT gun. The AT gun turns itself around. Can it get a shot off? Nice shot off there on the rear armor of the T-34. T-34 moves out of the way. And is it going to attack ground? No, it just moves out of the way. AT gun moves back, and we now see something getting called in. That's an IL-2 strafing run. And here comes the strafing run right on top of nothing. Now it actually sees a target. Turns itself around, comes in for a pass, and The AT gun is the focus of this strafe. Takes some damage, loses one of its man, but stays alive. Center map, the Broombar assault is now going on. AT gun trying to stop him. Barrage goes out from the Broombar, kills the first AT gun. Second and third AT gun are still behind that with the T-34 there for support. Shots go off of control, laughing his ass off, says BananaInPajamas. The Broombars push forward. One of them did go down. Second ones, the other two are just shooting at the AT guns, trying to decrew them. Could do with focus firing one of the AT guns, you know, to speed up the process. But they do manage to decrew one of them, not before it throws off one last shot. The Broombar focusing the AT gun, gets a shot on the rear armor of the T-34. Shot flies, destroys the AT gun, and the T-34 really unable to do much. It could get the kill potentially on the rear one. Rear armor hit on the T-34. It goes down, and the Broombar is the one thing left standing. Up in the north, the AT gun and the Maxim machine gun does get decrewed by the conscripts, but the conscript now move down south. The Broombar still going up against their MV game, says VonIvan, and shots just flying directly there at the church. We have another command tank coming in down south. Conscript's just sitting around. Well, not sitting around. She's moving around. Dane will make a cast. Ooh, well, that may... well, I didn't know that. Well, sorry about that, Dane. Never, says VonIvan. Keep up.
Standing by! You guys, listen to me if you want to live!
Broombar gets taken out in the center as the AT gun gets recruited there and moved back down. Conscripts running forward. The Maxim that could, says BananaInPajamas, as it actually stays alive and retreats. Command tank moves in though to put an end to the Maxim that could. It's focusing on the wrong target, and the Maxim is getting chased down by VonIvan, and there it goes. Now it couldn't. And yeah, that should probably be game, I think. MG42 is just sitting around there with a Pio nearby. Conscripts trying to capture the point. They will be able to capture it. Command tank moving back to engage them. No vehicles left on the field. 120 victory points left for Banana. 233 for VonIvan. The conscripts just get ripped to shreds there by the MG42 and the command tank. Down to one man on the retreat. Can he make it out? BananaInPajamas says, GG. LOL. VonIvan throwing the GG, allowing his opponent to now actually leave, says thank you for staying. And that's gonna be all she wrote. So yeah, the game ended, you know, about halfway in, but it was still nice and fun to see, you know, players having fun with the game. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.